was walking home from school with my best friend, Marianne Spear. I was doing most of the talking, as usual.
This is why you need to listen.
And Marianne was patiently listening, also as usual.
It was boiling in there, like surface of Venus hot. And he just kept droning on and on about the genius of Thomas Jefferson and how all men are created equal.
This is Mr. Redmond?
Yeah. So finally I stood up and I was like, if he was such a genius, why didn't he say all people?
Nice.
Except apparently I raised my voice and I didn't raise my hand.
Did he give you detention?
Essay on the importance of decorum.
What does that even mean?
Like not talking unless you're called on, being polite and invisible. Meanwhile, the boys are in the back of the room sticking Kleenex down their pants and wiping sweat on each other, but somehow I'm the disruptive one.
Do you think I'll call your mom? I don't want anything to mess up our sleepover tomorrow night. I've almost convinced my dad to let us Postmates pizza and ice cream.
Double dairy, wow. What's next, the key to the liquor cabinet?
Sugar is progress.
I can't wait.
Marianne's mom died when she was 18 months old. Her dad is super overprotective, but at least he cares. My dad took off right after my little brother David Michael was born. The first 3 years he visited twice, then birthday cards, then nothing. Next door are the Kishis. Claudia and Marianne and I used to hang out all the time, but that was before Claudia decided she was more into boys and clothes than into us. I miss her. We both do.
Hey, what are you doing in there, buddy? You weren't here to let me in. We weren't supposed to be home for another 20 minutes. Why don't you go to the Kishis? Maybe we would have let you in.
I really had to go on the bus. Please don't tell anyone, especially not Charlie and Sam. They'll think I'm a baby.
Buddy, of course not. Come on, let's get you changed. I'll make you a quesadilla.
Oh, nice shot, Charlie. It's better than yours.
Who's hungry?
Mom, you just blocked my shot.
I'll buy you pizza.
What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
Can you grab us some pizza, please?
You were home early. You brought pizza.
Yes.
Did you get fired?
Oh, no, baby, I did not get fired. I do have a small favor to ask you all. Is anyone going to be around tomorrow night to look after David Michael?
Hot date with Watson.
Actually, I have some potential clients in town for the weekend.
I'm going out with Olivia tomorrow night.
I'm going with Emmett and Oliver to see the carcinogens.
Also, I need the car.
Thanks, guys.
I was supposed to sleep over at Marianne's tomorrow night, but I guess we could...
You do not have to cancel your plans, seeing as the boys didn't even give it a second thought. Nothing. I'm gonna make some calls. Who was that girl we had that time? You know, the one with the face? No one even turns their phones on anymore. Your all-access thesitternetwork.com subscription has expired. To renew, please make a payment of $79.99. Hello? Yes. Yes, tomorrow night. How much an hour? What are you gonna do, breastfeed him? Do you think that maybe Marianne could sleep here tomorrow night instead?
I don't think her dad would let her if he knew you were going to be home too late.
No. Yeah, of course.
Sorry, Mom.
Why is this so hard? When I was a kid, my mother would just call some girl in the neighborhood on a landline, and she would answer because it was part of the social contract.
And that was it. The moment. When I started choking on my pizza. But as I was choking on my pizza, with my life flashing before my eyes, and my mother trying to remember the infant CPR she learned 17 years ago, I suddenly had it. The best idea of my entire life. A
babysitting business? Not just a business, a club. Do you really think people trust us to take care of their kids?
We both sit for David Michael all the time.
That's true.
Kids deserve fun sitters who care about them, who actually want to be there.
Yeah.
Plus, you wouldn't believe what some of these adult sitters charge. We could ask for half and we'd be rich. Marianne was in, obviously. But two don't make a club. We were going to need another member. Claudia was the coolest girl we knew, and the club was the coolest thing we'd ever done. Claudia, cool idea for babysitting thing. Lots of fun and $. Okay if MA and I come by after school to talk?
Supreme Court, the executive, and the legislature is the House of Congress. Ms. Thomas. Are you passing notes in my class? Ms. Kishi, kindly hand me the note Ms. Thomas just passed you.
Do you mean like a text? My phone's in my locker.
I'm still waiting for your decorum essay, Miss Thomas. Miss Kishi, stop defacing your shoes and pay attention. We wouldn't want to have another failed quiz on your average, would we? Funny story about this. School trip.
Claudia.
Shh, I have to pay attention.
Oh, she's awesome. Mimi, Claudia's grandmother. She's very calm and spends most of her time in the kitchen making tea and being reassuring.
How are you? Good. The other girls are upstairs. I'll make tea.
Thank you.
Girls? Plural?
Oh, hi Janine. Janine. I think he likes you. Really? You think so? Yes. Hey.
Hey guys. Christy, Marianne, this is my friend Stacy McGill. Hi. Stacy just moved to Stony Brook from New York.
Where in New York?
Oh, the city.
You mean like Manhattan?
Yeah, the Upper West Side. So, this babysitting thing sounds pretty chill.
You told her?
Sorry, was it a secret?
Not technically.
Twizzlers! I'm good.
Fine. It's a babysitting club.
Excuse me, I thought you said we were gonna make money.
Let me finish. So, the other night my mother needed a sitter for David Michael. And she had to make like 1,000,000 phone calls and pay $80 to join this weird website.
Which will then sell her personal information to, like, the Russians.
Sure. And I thought, wouldn't it be a great idea if you could like make one phone call and reach a whole bunch of good sitters at the same time? A few times a week, we'd all meet together in one place and people would call and offer us jobs.
My dad doesn't let me pick up the phone if I don't recognize the number.
Not your phone. An olden times phone.
A landline. I've got one up here. We got an extra line with that super ultra high speed internet package Ginny needed for her stupid nerd servers.
So you'll do it.
Maybe if it doesn't conflict with my art class. Hey guys! Watermelon gummies!
So how many times a week will we meet?
A few.
3.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Easy to remember. Targeted social media ads are probably the best marketing strategy. I can figure out the best ratio of click-throughs to investment. I'm pretty good at math.
Have you ever even babysat before? Don't all the kids in New York just have fancy Polish nannies until they graduate from college?
I think you're confusing real life with Gossip Girl.
And Dorito's actually a maid.
But you're right. Most of the kids in our building had nannies, but not on the weekends or the evenings, so I babysat a lot when their parents would have events.
Events. Like the Tonys.
Yeah.
Speaking of marketing, Claude, I was wondering if maybe you would like to draw something, like a logo.
Maybe. I need to process.
Oh, that sculpture's cool. What's it about?
Menstruation.
And her sweatshirt. So amazing. It must be what they're wearing in the city. Don't you love it how she calls it the city?
She didn't eat anything.
Maybe she's not into Twizzlers.
Maybe she's body image issues. That's not a great example for the girls who'll be taken care of.
Christy, she's nice. She's just new. It's not the worst thing in the world to make a new friend.
Maybe Marianne was right. Maybe new people weren't an invading force to be repelled at all costs.
Surprise! Have dim sum, thing to eat.
Or maybe Marianne was a total idiot. Watson Brewer, my mother's boyfriend, the ultimate invader.
Oh, usually soup dumplings don't travel well, but these are so delicious.
Well, I aim to please.
It's not like you made them.
No, I didn't make them.
Christy's starting a babysitting club. She had her first meeting this afternoon, right?
For girls to learn about babysitting?
No, a business where people hire us to babysit. And it's not just girls, boys can take care of kids too.
Yeah, no. Of course they can. So, okay, what's your business plan? I mean, how does it work?
We meet 3 times a week and people call into the meetings to offer us jobs and it gets scheduled and confirmed right then.
So, someone coordinates your schedules? How are your rates?
Competitive.
Do you kick up a percentage of your earnings, like dues?
Yeah, all of that.
Well, as a businessman and as a dad, I think it's genius. I love that idea. It's great.
So, guys, the reason that Watson came over for dinner tonight is because we have some news.
What is it?
Well, we've been seeing each other for a while now, and he asked me to marry him.
What did you say?
I said that I wanted to have a family conversation first to make sure you all feel okay about it.
Good, because I don't.
Christy.
I don't feel okay about it. End of discussion. Pass the shrimp.
Okay, Christy, we're not asking for your permission. We are trying to have a conversation
Then
here.
why bother to ask me about it at all? If you're just gonna do whatever you want, why pretend to care?
Okay, well, that's not fair at
My
all.
whole life, all you've told me is how important it is to be independent and to stand on your own 2 feet. But then you expect me to kiss the butt of the first rich guy who walks through the door.
Okay, that's enough. I need you to go to your room.
He might be able to buy you, Mom, but he can't buy us.
I said
He
go to
can't
your
buy
room
me.
now!
Fine. I wanted to go because there was no way I was going to let Watson Brewer see me cry. It's not that I don't want my mom to be happy. It's that I want us to be enough. Okay, so club officers. I have the most experience, and the club was my idea. So I am president. I'm bossy. Get used to it.
Christy,
Claudia, you're vice president since we're meeting in your room.
yes. Christy,
What else? We need someone to handle business expenses, someone to handle marketing, social media.
Christy! I want to be secretary. I'm organized and excellent at record keeping. I'll also start a Google Doc recording the details of our jobs. And I'll take minutes at every meeting and distribute them at the end of the week. If that's okay with everybody?
Yeah, that'd be great.
that's the most I've ever heard her speak. I've known her since birth. Insane.
Okay,
The fastest thing would be to use our existing platforms to curate a community of influencers. Give me your Insta handles and I'll cross-reference our followers.
Isn't it illegal to be on Instagram before you turn 13?
Social media rots your brain.
I always forget to take pictures, unless it's of my own tongue, and that's by accident when I'm trying to see if there's something in my teeth.
May I make a suggestion?
Do we really have a choice?
Given the challenge inherent as the yellow hair noted in building a platform from scratch, I would ascertain that the most effective solution to your dilemma may be an analog one.
Huh? What?
Perhaps Claudia could create something you might distribute throughout the community.
Like a flyer?
Precisely.
I want to be treasure anyway.
On the wall, don't say it 'cause I know I'm cute. Louis down to my drawers, LV all on my shoes. I be dripping so much sauce, got a big like a you. am not the baddest chick in life. Ain't my fault that I'm out here
Yes,
getting you.
Babysitter's Club.
Gotta blame it on my juice, baby.
Call the Babysitters Club. Babysitters Club. Need a sitter? Call the Babysitters Club.
Gotta blame it on my juice. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Last one.
Are you sure this thing actually works?
The Etsy shop I bought it from said it's fully operational.
Yeah, but it's 25 years old.
It's iconic.
Oh my god!
Sorry, I was just testing. It's 5:23. I should go.
The meetings last until 5:30. We all agree.
My dad hates it when I'm late.
Okay, but what happens when a client gets home late? You can't just leave a little kid at home because your dad might call the FBI.
Oh my god! Good afternoon, Babysitters Club. This is Christy Thomas, president and founder speaking.
Yes, Christy. Watson Brewer here.
Who is it? Is it a job?
How did you get this number?
It's on the... You gave me a flyer. Anyway, look, I need someone to watch Karen and Andrew tomorrow afternoon while I'm at the office, and I thought I'd see if your club could help.
Isn't tomorrow Saturday, and don't you only get your kids on the weekends?
Christy, what are you doing?
Hold, please.
Okay.
Watson wants someone to watch his kids tomorrow. Karen and Andrew.
Oh my god, it's our first job! When is it?
2 o'clock.
Oh, bummer. That's when my life drawing class starts.
What?
It's a college-level art class where you draw live models in the nude.
Claudia, ew.
I'm not nude. They're nude. I'm sorry. I can't do it either. I'll be in New York with my parents.
Our first weekend open for business, and you're out of town?
It was really last minute.
Whatever. None of us are gonna sit for Watson Brewer anyway. Claudia, what are you doing?
Muting you before you totally alienate our only client.
There will be more. And he's just some jerk who's trying to find a way to abandon his kids on one of the only 2 days a week he gets to see them. My club isn't gonna help him do that. Period.
You mean our club, and he's the only person that's called this entire meeting. Period. Marianne, is the calendar open?
Christy and I are free.
Christy has made her feelings very clear. Do you want to sit for Watson tomorrow?
Marianne, no.
Quit bossing her around. Honestly, you're making me remember when I stopped hanging out with you so much. Marianne, do you want this job? Hi, Watson. This is Claudia Kishi. Your sitter will be Marianne Spear.
Terrific.
I was in a serious funk the next day and decided to clear my head with a nice, relaxing job. Thankfully, my dog Louie still wanted to hang out with me. I wanted to see how the other half lives. And maybe spy on a certain so-called best friend who wouldn't even have this job if it wasn't for me.
Okay, so Marion, I think we're all set.
Okay.
No food allergies. I'll be back by around 6 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm so honored to be the first appointment of the babysitter. See you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
A witch lives next door to us. Her name is Morbida Destiny. She put a spell on Google, our cat.
What are you doing in my hedge?
Christy? What are you doing? Louie, no!
That was the witch I was telling you about. Pretty cool, huh?
I totally humiliated myself. My dog was probably dead, and on top of everything. Stacy wasn't in New York after all. She lied to all of us. This whole situation had spiraled out of my control. That's a feeling I really, really hate.
본 거 같거든. 불참
Louie! Hi!
To talk. If Stacy wanted you to think that she was going away for the weekend, I'm sure she had a reason.
Oh, I should be able to trust her when she lied to me.
Honey, I know how much you like to be in control.
I do not.
You do.
I do not. That is so unfair of you to say or even think that.
You're controlling my thoughts now. Yes. Okay. Baby, sometimes people just need a little space. If you want to trust Stacy, maybe you need to give her a reason to trust you first.
Marianne saw me at
내가
Watson's.
해먹더라고.
It was humiliating. My presidency has failed. I should resign before I'm impeached.
Sweetie, listen to me. When Marianne gets scared about something that you think is silly, do you make fun of her and call her a baby?
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, but you're still her best friend, right?
Yes.
Right. And what about Claudia when she gets bad grades on tests? You don't rub it in and make her feel worse. You help her, right?
Yeah.
You are not perfect, sweetie. And neither are any of the people that love you. All you can do is keep showing up. Trying to do better next time.
Is that what I could do?
I'm getting married again, aren't I?
Against my better judgment.
Okay.
The house is pretty nice, though.
It's not about the house.
I love you.
I love you so much, baby. Oh, your social studies teacher called me, and you owe him some paper about decorum?
They would never make a boy write that essay.
No.
My mom might have weird taste in men, but when it came to life, I guess she wasn't totally clueless. So before the next meeting of the Babysitters Club, I decided to take a page from her takeout menu drawer.
먹고 베이스 사야지.
Pizza? I thought we could all use a treat. Stacy, I got you a salad if you want.
Come on, eat.